The news, good evening. Two men aged 44 and 50 years old have been remanded in police custody for 12 more days as suspects in an alleged plan for the Grand Transmaï petrol station. They appeared in court this afternoon for the second time this week after being arrested at La Misère on Monday. Explosives and flammable liquids were discovered in their car. They first appeared in court on Wednesday. Chief Justice Ronnie Govinden said the offense they were suspected of planning is one of a very serious nature and therefore could not be released. They could not be released on bail. Furthermore, the 50-year-old suspect was already on bail in another case linked to firearms. They will be back in court on the 14th of this month. President Wavel Ramkalawan made a passionate plea to the developed world to help the global south grapple with the effects of climate change. He made the statement at the 5th edition of the Austria World Summit, which took place in Vienna on the 1st of July. President Ramkalawan, who was taking part in the high-level part of the high-level forum of the summit, explained to the host, Melinda Crane, that developing countries like Seychelles have contributed very little to global warming by the way of industrialization, but are at the receiving end of climate change brought about by greenhouse gas emissions by developed countries.
We're on the receiving end, and I'm basically making a plea to the developed countries, because all the expressions that we use as far as the environment is concerned, when we're talking of rise in sea level, when we're talking of coastal erosion, we're talking of what's happening to the corals, this is basically as a result of industrial development. And Seychelles, poor little Seychelles, with 100,000 people, with no great industrial development, when your glaciers melt, we suffer the consequences. We're saying there's got to be justice. There's got to be one sister country helping others, organizations helping those that are taking the brunt of climate change, of the pollution. I'm just saying, please bring about the change. We're tired of seeing those huge figures, billions. We don't want just to see beautiful figures on paper, in statements. We want to see action.
The UK government has launched a program of support for the Anti-Corruption Commission Seychelles, the ACCS. This program includes a series of assistance measures to help tackle corruption. The British High Commissioner met with the CEO of the Anti-Corruption Commission this morning at their office at Providence to hand over laptops and workstations to the ACCS team.
The British High Commissioner Patrick Lynch handed over 12 laptops to the CEO of ACCS, May De Silva. High Commissioner Lynch says the donation today will assist ACCS in meeting their day-to-day needs. This follows the Government of Seychelles' commitment to increase the number of investigators in the Commission. He says this donation will be followed by technical support to the Commission, whereby world experts on corruption will be deployed to Seychelles to give support to the ACCS team in investigations and prosecutions.
The UK government is delighted to support the government of Seychelles and the Anti-Corruption Commission of Seychelles as we seek to make 2021 the turning point for anti-corruption in these islands. In the United Kingdom and in Seychelles, we see real public appetite for this work. People realise that every rupee that is lost to corruption is lost to schools, is lost to hospitals, and is lost to the life chances of the people here. The great news is that the Government of Seychelles and the Anti-Corruption Commission are determined to reverse that process, and we are determined to support them to take the money and the assets of criminals and to return them to the communities that they were stolen from.
On her part, the CEO of ACCS, May De Silva, says the Commission appreciates the support it is receiving from the British government now that the Commission is becoming larger with more people working with them.
It comes at an opportune time for ACCS. We've submitted a total of 4 cases to date to the AG's office. So we continue to work on other cases, and we'll hope to see more cases delivered to the AG's office, or if we have our prosecutor in place before the end of the year, we will be taking more cases ourselves to the judiciary.
Apart from the 12 laptops being donated today, the British government has also donated 12 chairs and desks. We were told that they've already been placed in their offices, and we are not allowed to film in the offices of the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Serving a modern democracy is the theme that the 7th National Assembly has chosen to mark the International Day of Parliamentarism, which is celebrated on the 30th of June. Speaker Roger Mancienne and Deputy Speaker Mr. Jean-Hervé Henry planted 2 cocoa de mer nuts in the National Assembly's garden during a ceremony this morning. Speaker Mancienne says the planting of the cocoa de mer nut and the launching of the theme are signs of durability and the effort the National Assembly is doing to promote democracy in the country. Mr. Mancienne has asked the members and staff of the National Assembly to give their best to ensure the preservation and implementation of modern democracy and to be inspired by the newly launched theme. And with this, we've come to the end of this news summary. Thanks for watching.